My regular coffee shop kept giving me free drinks, but why did the barista start crying when I finally asked her name? I work construction, so I stop at this little coffee place called Bean There every morning at 6:30 sharp. Same routine for 3 months. Park my truck, walk in, order a large black coffee. There's this barista who always works the early shift, maybe 22, 23 years old. Short brown hair, always wore this faded Nirvana t-shirt under her green apron, had this small scar above her left eyebrow. She never charged me, not once. At first I thought it was some kind of frequent customer discount, but I'd watch other regulars pay full price. This businessman in a suit would tap his card for $4.50 every morning. The nurse from the hospital would count out exact change. But me, she'd just hand over my coffee and say, "Have a good day," with this weird, sad smile. I tried to pay multiple times. I'd hold out my credit card and she'd shake her head. "Don't worry about it," she'd whisper, like we were sharing some secret. One morning I left a $10 bill on the counter and walked out quickly. When I came back the next day, she handed me my coffee along with the same $10 bill. "I told you I can't take your money," she said, looking almost hurt. I started feeling terrible. This girl was giving away free coffee every single day. What if her manager found out? What if she got fired because of me? So I tried going to other places. The Starbucks downtown took forever and tasted burnt. The gas station coffee was basically brown water. Nothing compared to Bean There. After 2 weeks of terrible coffee, I went back. "Welcome back, stranger," she said, already reaching for the large cup. Still wouldn't take payment. This went on for another month. I'd try different tactics. Leaving money when she wasn't looking, asking other employees to ring me up. Nothing worked. Then one Tuesday morning around 6:45, the place was completely empty except for us. She was restocking the pastry case, humming something under her breath. I decided to finally get some answers. "Look, I really appreciate the free coffee, but I don't understand why you won't let me pay. Are you okay? Are you in some kind of trouble?" She stopped arranging the muffins. Her hands went still. "It's complicated. Just enjoy your coffee." "What's your name?" I asked. "I've been coming here for months and I don't even know what to call you." That's when everything changed. She dropped the muffin she was holding. Her hand started shaking like she'd touched something electric. "You really don't remember me, do you?" she whispered, turning around slowly. I studied her face more carefully. The scar above her eyebrow. Something was familiar, but I couldn't place it. "5 years ago," she said, tears starting to form in her eyes. "July 15th, you were working construction on that apartment building that caught fire on Maple Street." My stomach dropped like an elevator with cut cables. I remembered that fire. It was all over the local news. Third floor collapsed while we were trying to evacuate residents. There was this teenage girl trapped in the stairwell, smoke everywhere. You carried her out right before the ceiling came down. The paramedics said she wouldn't have made it another 2 minutes. "Oh my God, that was you?" She nodded, tears streaming down her face now. "Emma Reyes, you saved my life that day." Everything clicked. I remembered her now. She was unconscious when I carried her out, completely limp, covered in soot and dust. I never found out if she survived. "I tried to find you afterwards," she continued, wiping her eyes with her apron. "I wanted to say thank you, but the hospital wouldn't give me any information about the construction crew, patient privacy or whatever." She reached behind the register and pulled out this yellowed newspaper clipping. It was a photo of me carrying someone out of the burning building. The headline read, "Construction worker saves teen in apartment fire." "I've carried this in my wallet for 5 years," she said. "When you walked into this coffee shop 3 months ago, I couldn't believe it. I recognized you immediately, but I didn't know how to bring it up. So you started giving me free coffee? It felt like the least I could do," she said. "You gave me my entire life back. How do you put a price on that?" I sat down at one of the small tables, completely stunned. My hands were shaking now too. "Emma, you don't owe me anything. I was just doing what anyone would do." "No," she said firmly, walking around the counter to sit across from me. "You risked your own life for a complete stranger. The fire chief said the ceiling collapsed 30 seconds after you got me out." She pulled out her phone and showed me pictures. College graduation photos. Her in a cap and gown with her family, her first apartment, a picture with some guy who looked like her boyfriend. "None of this exists without you," she said. "I was 17. I had my whole life ahead of me, and you made sure I got to live it." I finally paid for my coffee that day. Full price plus a $5 tip. But Emma and I started talking every morning after that. Real conversations. She told me about college, her job, her plans. I told her about my family, my work, my life. 6 months later, she's getting married. Asked me to walk her down the aisle since her dad died in a car accident last year. I said yes, obviously. Sometimes the people you save end up saving you right back.